You know what's strange about luxury? The loudest signals are usually the weakest ones. At almost every private wealth event I've attended, the people driving six-figure cars were often the most financially exposed. Meanwhile, the quietest person in the room, average clothes, no visible luxury, was usually the one with real control. That's when I realized something most people miss. Wealth and debt leave completely different fingerprints. And today, you can spot them instantly. Not by income, not by net worth, but by the choices people make when they buy luxury.
In this video, I'm going to break down 5 purchases that quietly signal real wealth and the ones that scream financial pressure. Once you see the pattern, you'll never look at luxury the same way again. Number 1. The designer handbag paradox. Let's start with something that blows most people's minds: luxury handbags. Now, before you click away, this isn't what you think. A $3,000 Hermès bag, that's actually a wealth signal. Why? Because Hermès bags appreciate in value. Some Birkin bags have outperformed the S&P 500 over the last 35 years. Real wealthy people know this. They're buying assets disguised as accessories. But here's where it gets interesting. That $2,800 Gucci handbag with the giant logo plastered all over it, that's a debt signal. It depreciates the moment you leave the store, loses 60% of its value in year 1 and screams, "I need you to know I spent money." Actual millionaires? They buy the brands that whisper wealth, not shout it. The real question is, are you buying something that holds value or just buying a logo to impress strangers at brunch? But wait, there's something even more surprising about cars. Number 2. The $90,000 car that says you're broke. Here's a fun fact that'll make you rethink every luxury car commercial you've ever seen. 73% of people driving brand new luxury cars worth over $60,000 don't own them. They're leasing. And financially? Leasing is basically renting something that loses 20% of its value the moment you drive off the lot. Let me tell you something. I interviewed a private wealth manager who works with clients worth $10 million plus, and he told me most of his clients drive cars that are 3 to 5 years old. Why? Because that's when depreciation slows down. They let someone else take the 40% hit in the first 3 years. Now contrast that with the guy making $75,000 a year with a brand new BMW 7 Series. Monthly payment? $1,200. Insurance? Another $300. That's $18,000 a year just to look successful. Meanwhile, the actual millionaire bought a certified pre-owned Lexus for $35,000 cash and invested the difference. 10 years later, one person has a car worth nothing and $180,000 in payments. The other has a paid-off car and a 6-figure investment account. You won't believe what happens next when we talk about watches.
Number 3. Wrists don't lie, the watch test. Caps for drama. This one surprised even me. A $15,000 Rolex Submariner? Wealth signal. Why? It's held its value for 60 plus years. Some models appreciate 8 to 12% annually, and you can liquidate it anywhere in the world within 24 hours. It's a portable asset. But that $8,000 fashion brand watch, think Gucci, Versace, Louis Vuitton watches, debt signal all day. Try reselling it, you'll get maybe $2,000 if you're lucky. Wealthy people know the difference between jewelry and investments. They buy Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, brands with secondary markets and generational value. Here's the kicker. I've seen people finance an $11,000 fashion watch at 18% interest. Meanwhile, actual collectors are buying vintage Rolexes that'll be worth more in 5 years. One group is building wealth. The other is paying interest on depreciating metal. Quick favor before we continue. If you're finding this eye-opening, smash that like button and subscribe. It genuinely helps more people discover content like this. And honestly, we're just getting to the really crazy stuff. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, back to the purchases that are literally destroying bank accounts.
Number 4, the vacation flex versus the real estate play.
Let's talk travel. That $12,000 all-inclusive resort vacation in the Maldives posted all over social media, debt signal. It's gone the moment you come home, just memories and credit card debt. But you know what wealthy people do? They buy a $200,000 vacation property in an emerging market, use it twice a year and Airbnb it the rest of the time. It pays for itself, appreciates in value, and they get their vacations. I know a couple who bought a condo in Portugal in 2019 for $180,000. Today it's worth $290,000 and it generates $35,000 a year in rental income. Their vacations are literally free and they built $110,000 in equity. The difference? One purchase disappears, the other compounds.
Number 5, the closet that reveals everything.
Final one, and this connects to something fascinating I discovered. Custom-tailored clothing? Wealth signal. A $2,000 bespoke suit lasts 10 to 15 years, fits perfectly, and signals attention to quality. Cost per wear? Maybe $15 over its lifetime? But a closet full of trendy fast fashion luxury? $2,400 designer hoodies that'll be out of style in 18 months? That's the debt signal. I analysed spending patterns of verified high net worth individuals, and you know what I found? They have smaller wardrobes with higher quality items. They're not chasing trends, they're buying timeless pieces that last.
Let's bring this home. Here's what actually separates wealth signals from debt signals.
Appreciation versus depreciation. Utility versus appearance. Assets versus expenses. Real wealth whispers through quality, longevity, and smart value retention. Fake wealth shouts through logos, financing, and Instagram posts. So here's my question for you. Would you rather look rich or be rich? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm genuinely curious where everyone stands on this. If this changed how you think about luxury, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell because we're just getting started. What else would you like to know about how the wealthy actually spend their money? Let me know below. And speaking of how the actually wealthy live, in my next video I'll reveal something absolutely mind-blowing. I analysed 200 CEO closets and 87% owned this one boring item that most people completely overlook. You won't believe what it is or why it matters. Don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and remember, real wealth doesn't need an audience. See you in the next one.
Real wealth whispers, fake wealth shouts. Luxury works best when you never question it.
Now you see the illusion. This is the luxury illusion.